what? Ooh, girl, you know what's up. Ooh, what? Ooh, girl, you know what's up.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Jewel here with the 23 for 23 Healthy Lifestyle Change. How you guys doing? I hope y'all doing great because I'm feeling good. So I got a couple things to announce and then I'm going to get into it. So first things first, y'all know my back goals. Y'all know my back challenge. Y'all know my back Fridays that I've been talking about for months. I finally did one pull-up. So I'm super ecstatic. I'm super happy. I did a pull-up. Now I need to do 5 in a row without stopping. So I'm so happy. I'm going to post a snippet of the video. It's only a clip. I posted it on Instagram. I'll post it at the end of this video so you guys can see me do my pull-up. But I'm so happy. And I'm thankful for all the advice that I received from different people who told me to try different things to actually help me be able to do the pull-up. And I wasn't even trying to do it. The thing was, I was supposed to try to do it on May 1st, and I did not do it because I didn't think I was ready. And my niece, a part of our workout this morning, I was like, let's do some pull-ups with the band. And she was like, I don't know how to do that. So I showed her how to do it. We was doing it. And she was like, I think I could do it without the band. And she tried and she couldn't do it. And she was like, you try. And I was like, nah, I can't do it without the band. I just went and tried it anyway. And y'all, pulled myself up. Okay. So I am super happy because I was asleep on myself. I was definitely asleep. I did not think I could. I got to hear, y'all. I got to hear. Okay. So I'm really happy about my back goals. I'm coming because I ain't done. I'm not done. Okay. I am not done. So that was my first announcement. I had to get that out the way. Secondly, I'm still working on my 105 days, going hard for 105 days, doing exactly what I say I'm going to do. I am doing a challenge right now with MA45 Massey. I don't know how to say her last name. I can't remember, but I can post it down below. A 45-day challenge, and after that I will be starting a 60-day challenge, which is why I said 105 days. And it's a warrior workout and an eating clean challenge, of course, but along with that I just added some other things like actually completing my schedule and checking off everything each day that I said I'm going to do. Like those type of things are the things that I want to get done in the next 105 days. So those are the challenges that I will be doing. I will post them down below. And let's see, was there anything else? I'm not sure, but if I remember, I will edit it in here. So anyway, so let's get into today. So I was driving on my way to Sprouts and thinking about what I wanted to talk to you guys today about. And I thought about toxic traits. We all have them, even though we don't like them. We all have toxic traits. And I just thought about my own personal toxic traits. I'm not perfect, contrary to popular belief. No, I am not perfect at all. I do possess toxic traits. However, I think about the woman that I want to be every single day. And I ask myself, Jewel, would the woman that you want to be do what you're doing right now? Would the woman that you want to be put herself in that situation? And I mean, just to name a few, I know one toxic trait that I personally hate is that I get angry. Well, I get annoyed very fast. Like if I'm annoyed, I'm through with you. And then if my annoyance turns to anger, oh, get ready to feel my wrath, because now I feel like my head gets to spinning, my eyes turn completely black, and everybody in the world need to watch out. So that's one thing that I don't like. I don't like to be annoyed or angry, and I get annoyed very fast because it's just certain things that I don't like to tolerate. But I'm not going to make excuses for my toxic traits, because when you make excuses for things, you get to keep them. So I'm not going to make excuse and say, oh, because I like things a certain way. No, I allow things to bother me, and I should not. So that's a toxic trait that I really don't like. And it only becomes a problem when, so here's the thing. I believe that you can have anything in life, you can do anything in life, you can go anywhere in life as long as you don't stop or hurt or cause problems for someone else, right? And I I wouldn't have a problem with my toxic trait if it only affected me. But toxic traits don't only affect you, they affect people around you. And for me, I just don't like knowing that I have a toxic trait that may possibly rub off on someone around me, or that may possibly affect or hurt someone around me. And me knowing that, I'm not comfortable with that. So me getting angry and annoyed very fast, um, with my friends or my beau or my, my family or anything like that, I don't want to come off as a angry person. I don't want to hurt the feelings of another person, and I definitely don't want to affect another person in a way to where it becomes a problem. So that's a toxic trait that I like to deal with within me, because the woman that I want to be would not do that. So, I feel like every single day I just say, Jewel, this is the woman that you want to be, and this is where you are. Close the gap. Every single day. And I've gotten a lot better at dealing with my toxic traits, because before I was very arrogant about it. Like, if I'm angry, and you're going to deal with it. Period. And like, I would be very like, ugh. And I will hold a grudge, and I'm not talking to you, and I'm done with you because you probably did something to me, because I know it wasn't me. You probably did something to me, and I want you to know I'm done with you. But like, now, honestly, it always would make me feel bad when I would get angry, because I don't like being angry is the most vulnerable thing to me. And I'm learning to be vulnerable. However, I'm working through being angry at things just for no reason, or just something that I blow out of proportion. And I I do not like the feeling that I get after I put my raft on everything around me. I do not like the feeling that I have, because then I sit and I ponder and I'm like, Jewel, was it really that deep? Was it really that necessary to get out of character? Was it really that necessary to cause yourself stress, raise your blood pressure, raise your heart rate over something, that you're not going to think about in an hour, or 2 days from now, a week from now, a year from now? Was it really that serious to lose 10, 15, 30 minutes of your life for something that's minute compared to the grand scheme of things? So I sit and I ponder and I think about it, and what I used to do, I used to sit, ponder, think about it, and say, yeah, that was messed up, and move on. And move on. They'll be all right. Yeah, it was messed up. I would tell myself that it's messed up. But now I really work toward fixing the situation. I don't like to leave the situation where it is, because I've learned, of course, we learn these from like family traditions and things that we got from our past and our childhood growing up. But, you know, you get angry with your parents, and what happens after that? Y'all move on. You don't talk about it. You don't talk through it. You don't talk about your feelings. You don't talk about each other's point of view to actually move past the situation. You just deal with it because what? That's your parents, right? I mean, whatever. One day you'll be grown and on your own and adulting, which ain't for everybody. So you just kind of deal with it and move on. But I'm learning that that is not the way to deal with situations. And just because that was something that I may have been raised around does not mean I have to continue the tradition. So now I actually try to work through my anger, and I try to identify, what's really the issue. I ask myself all the time. I come down on me and I say, Jewel, that was horrible of you to say those things, to do those things, to act out in that manner. Now, what's really your problem? And I asked myself, and I've actually started this blog where I talk back and forth for myself, like my alter ego, kind of. And I kind of go to my alter ego and I'm like, listen, I'm feeling like da 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 da. And then she comes back as the voice of reason, like, okay, but this is really how you feel. This is really what you meant. And you need to identify and deal with that anger and that feeling and understand that it had nothing to do with the person that you're angry with, you know? And so I really have been working because the woman that I want to be is right there on the other side of my toxic traits. The person that you want to be is on the other side of those toxic traits. And if you could just get past the arrogance, get past the toxic traits, get past feeling like that's who you have to be because that's who you've always been, and you will be able to get to that person that you want to be, y'all. And I promise you, I'm so much happier because I actually worked through my problems. I actually identify what's the root cause of me being angry. And then once I identify that, I don't stop there. I take it a step further and I go and apologize. I apologize. And the reason I say it like that is because, y'all, I'm telling you, I wouldn't ever apologize. Apologize for what? I ain't apologizing to you. No, I didn't do nothing wrong. And then if you come and apologize to me, I'm still gonna make you feel bad. That's that arrogance, And now I'm like learning, especially being in a relationship, I'm learning like, that ain't cute, sis. Because with a friendship, it was different because it was like, oh, well, we ain't got to be friends. Bye. But in a relationship, one that you want, you cannot continue with elephants in the room and problems and things that you haven't solved. Like, how do you expect to spend 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years with someone and you can't even solve a little minute problem? So I think that was a turning point for me, actually being in a relationship, teaching me how to work through and solve problems and issues and my anger and my upsetness with the world. It really has helped me. So I just look at all the situations and I just try to say, you know what, Jewel, don't be that way. Let's figure out why you're that way. I say, okay, I know where I get it from. I know why I feel that way. And honestly, I'm not even angry. And the crazy part is I don't even be angry. I just want you to think I'm angry so you can feel bad. And I'm like, that is so no good. Like, that's awful. So the person that I want to be is on the other side of my toxic traits. And I'm actually dealing with and working through my toxic traits so that I can become the woman that I want to be. So I want to say to you guys, you can become the person that you want to be, but you have to get through some of those toxic traits, those habits, those characteristics, that discipline that you guys so much hate. There are different aspects to the person you are, and there are different aspects to the person that you want to be. And you literally, all you have to do is close the gap. If you close the gap, you can get to the person that you want to be. But you're going to have to knock some walls down. You're going to have to knock some traditions down. You're going to have to knock some habits out to get to that person, because the person you want to be is perfect. The person you want to be is amazing. And you don't have to be perfect, but you have to get started. You have to get started in order to get closer to that person. I'm not expecting to be perfect when my journey is said and done. However, I just want to be a couple steps closer to that woman than who I used to be. So every single day I work towards getting closer to that person. Every single day I tell myself, you can get there. Every single day I knock down some of those habits, those traits, those personality traits that I just don't like. And instead I put other things in place that I actually want to be there. So I just want to say, you can. You can get to that person. It's not impossible. It's not going to take a million steps. It's just going to take a little bit of hard work, a little bit of discipline, a little bit of vulnerability, a little bit of admitting that you're wrong, a little bit of sadness. You know, it's just going to take a little bit of different things to get you closer to the person you want to be, but the person is there. The person is there and they are waiting on you to come after them. All right, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.